Bluetooth mode. Aux in mode.
Good afternoon. My name is Sharitha Massey. This presentation is for my financial management of a healthcare organization. This presentation is to speak on Tufts Medical Center, and to speak about their financial capabilities and increase and growth over the last 200 years. To start out, Tufts Medical Center is one of the highest rated and highest ranked academic medical institutions in the world as of today. They merged with many lucrative partnerships over the years, which transformed the medical school into one of the leading medical schools and facilities in today's history. Tufts Medical Center has been in existence since 1976 and was created by Paul Revere and Samuel Adams. Revere and Adams believed in the Good Samaritan parable, which came from the Bible, which said that they should serve people regardless of their demographic or their socioeconomic background. They should always try and make sure that they're taking care of everyone that needs to be taken care of, regardless of their ability to pay. Tufts Medical Center made one of its most important mergers in 1930 when they merged with Boston Floating Hospital for Children, and they opened a ward especially for children, which created the Pediatric Ward Center at this facility. Tufts has remained one of the leading medical schools, as well as being one of the leading medical centers for pediatrics and adult care to date. Tufts has been in business for over 200 years and has made many mergers during this time. They remain true to their mission statement and continue to serve the people that need them most, again, regardless to their need to pay. Tufts Medical Center, again, has been in business for over 200 years, and they have also continued to increase their revenue every year since they began their business in 1796. They have not only increased their profits, but they have also made sure that the hospital maintains the necessary inventory for day-to-day operations. Their profits continue to grow in every area, which makes them look very good to investors, financiers, as well as their stockbrokers and stockholders that have investments in this facility. The inventory has also shown that the medical center is capable of maintaining their patient base and continuing to serve the public as they should to keep their clients and patients coming back to them on a consistent basis. And it's based on the cost of depreciation increasing. There are several ways to evaluate the financial health of a company and get an accurate account of the information. One of these ways would be the vertical analysis method, which gives an accurate account of the revenue coming in from services provided to the patients of the facility. So any services provided, whether it be maternity, cardiac, stroke victims, mental health, no matter what the area of expertise is, the vertical analysis method helps keep up with the revenue that's coming in from these services provided, so the hospital can have an accurate overview of their finances in each department because this actually helps them facilitate which area needs more financing and which area they may be able to take financing from to help finance another area that may be more pricey or that may cost more to provide those services. Vertical analysis looks at the bottom line of the balance sheet and uses the overall assets of the hospital to get an accurate bottom line. So they're adding everything basically together from different departments, and they're finding out what their complete bottom line is so they can divide it into individual specialties so they'll know what's available for each area that the hospital and that the facility provides services for. Another analysis method that can be used is the horizontal method, which looks at the overall financial health of the company from year to year to compare the earning trends. So instead of it being a overall puzzle of the piece from 10 years, it looks at what the earning revenue was from 2016 to 2017, so they can better project what may be needed or used for 2018. um, the financial analysis method is the ratio. I'm sorry, yes, the ratio analysis method. I'm sorry, the final analysis method is the ratio analysis method, which appears to be the most useful for getting the most information from the financial reports. Using the ratio method gives a more complete overview of the finances for the company by showing not only how much money is brought into the company, but it also gives an accurate account of the money being spent and on what the money is being spent. So it doesn't just tell you the bottom line of what's left for the month or for the year or in the budget. It lets you know, it breaks down everything that the money is being spent on, so you can do an itemized, say, inventory of where money needs to be allocated to help those areas do be more productive, and to also be able to bring in more revenue because they are more productive. All of these methods are valuable in their own way and can give an overview of some parts of the financial budget. However, the more information the company has, the better financial decisions they are able to make. The capital management aspect of this, Tufts Medical Center has had a reputation for being an upscale, profitable facility that is dedicated to serving the public. Although they are profitable and have a great reputation, financial institutions have changed their loaning practices over the years since the recession of 2008-2009, which made it harder for any business to receive a loan. And by the ever-changing atmosphere of the healthcare industry, it would seem like it would be a good investment for a loan company to invest in, but there's so many different aspects that change on a daily basis that kind of make them look at their loaning practices as they're more cautious as to who they loan money to. So it may be a little harder for a healthcare facility, especially a smaller one, to get a capital loan from any company based on what they've made through the year, based on their turnaround rate of patients, based on different scenarios that could make them not look so good on paper to a loan company per se, but they may still have that caring touch. They may still bring the clients in. They may still have the good advertising budget that shows the patients that they have specialties in different areas, but it may not be as good looking on paper to a loan company as it is to that particular facility. To use the break even analysis, there needs to be an area and limit that the company will not exceed. The amount of revenue being brought in and the cost associated with the facility have to all be taken into consideration. Tufts has proven themselves to be a profitable, mission-based part of the community that deserves the option to upgrade their system. So they absolutely should have the opportunity to upgrade their medical systems to ensure that they are able to have their electronic medical records systems online by a certain date and time, and with a certain budget in mind for that. The EHR recommendations that I have, according to the data collected about Tufts Medical Center, we've seen the potential of the company and foresee the continued success of the facility. This is a great need. There is a great need for an upgraded electronic medical record system for the hospital. Tufts appears to be a great candidate for a financial investment of this size based on the financial information obtained. The recommendations of this consult firm, myself included, is to approve the loan in the amount of $1.5 million for the necessary upgrades needed for Tufts electronic medical record needs. In conclusion, Tufts Medical Center has proven itself to be one of the leading medical centers, not only for patient care, but also academics in the medical field. They have increased their patients as well as revenue each year they've been established, going back 200 years. The overview of the medical center's financial health has shown that they are more than capable of upgrading their facility and increasing patient satisfaction without any loss to the lender. Although this will be considered a long-term loan, Tufts Medical Center proves to be a good investment opportunity. So the opportunity that is being provided to Tufts Medical Center appears to be a good investment for the consulting firm, which would give the advice of the loan company to give the loan to the facility to upgrade any medical needed um, systems that they would need for the hospital to continue to run the hospital in a smooth fashion where there are no interruptions with patient care. There are no breakdowns in communication because everything should be electronically formatted. So there is no reason for anyone to miss, not do their paperwork or not have their electronic medical records training up front so they know exactly how to chart, how to code, how to do everything that needs to be done electronically so that when the next staff member comes in, they are able to go into that system, pull that patient's information up, and be able to find exactly what it is they need for that patient. Electronic medical record systems are the 21st century's wave of getting things from one place, excuse me, getting place from one things from one place to another electronically in a healthcare medical setting. So that would definitely be a major part of any healthcare facility since the paper filing system has basically become obsolete. There is really no need to have a paper filing system anymore. For one, there's always that risk of breach of HIPAA violations, and because basically a file cabinet can be broken into, information can be accessed by staff that don't need to access that information. Information can be stolen that way easier. Um, the electronic medical system upgrade for this hospital would have the security of each staff member that is able and capable of getting into this system would have a specific code that they personally would be issued to be able to get into the system so the system would know who they are. There could possibly be a username password. There would also need to be extra added security just for the basis of security for the facility. There's always that needed security for the facility. The staff member that's logging into the system, of course, will need that security for themselves, but the facility also needs to make sure that they are maintaining the utmost level of security for themselves because staff come and go, but this system will be in place and these patients will be in place. So there needs to be a way to ensure that there is no way of outside people getting into this system from outside systems, outside computers, logging into it with their code names or codes or whatever outside of office hours or accessing files that they are not supposed to be accessing. Um, Also, Tufts Medical Center has been an example of a wonderful shining beacon in the community that has helped and made sure that they have produced the best quality care for their clients and their patients, including the children's ward, as well as their academic standing in the medical community because they have one of the highest rating medical schools in the United States. And Boston is very proud of that achievement. And Tufts Medical Center has been awarded many awards based on their academic success in turning out some of the world's best doctors. So, at the end of this presentation, I would like to say thank you. And I would also like to make sure that I mention that Tufts Medical Center will be receiving this grant for $1.5 million to upgrade their medical system, their electronic medical records system to make sure that they are ensuring not only the security of their facilities,